Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss about minimum support price. The minimum support price was got in India in 1960. That is, the idea came because the prices rise to very high and people were unable to get, and it was very important because during Indira Gandhi time there was no food and there was a lot of scarcity and many people were starving. So they even ate only one time of food. After, if you see the Indira Gandhi time, people were struggling for food, and Indira Gandhi also got the food from other countries so that it can be fulfilled. So this idea came in the mind because of that reason, and it was very important for India to save and have a stock of food grains so that we don't have to depend on other countries. So a buffer stock policy was organized, and they thought even like for poor people, it is not possible to get food for a higher rate. So they thought at least they'll pay the difference between the procurement price and market price. That is, they will procure the price. I mean, they'll procure the food grains, and if if it is sold, if it is sold in the market, whatever the price they get it, they thought to keep that price, the difference between the price between the procurement price and the market price. They even thought to have public distribution system so that they will only issue the food grains and the people will get the food easily. So this thought rose to a Food Corporation of India and MSP. So first they thought MSP. What is that MSP? MSP is nothing but minimum support price. To stabilize the food prices and to maintain the stock of food grains, it was important to make a MSP scheme, which transformed the India in a good shape, which reduced the hunger and poverty. So the MSP gave birth to FCI. So FCI is nothing but the food grains. If you see the food grains, whatever is procured, first it is procured by India, and it was first thought to give to market. If you see the market, the price, sometimes the prices whatever they give in the market was very low, and the farmers were not getting enough money. They were not getting any profit out. So government of India thought if the prices fall, also the farmers should not get loss. So it set a price where it will procure from the farmers directly to FCI. So in this, if you see, the government of India takes a procurement and takes many food grains through FCI. So the FCI collects from the farmers food grains, and then it is stored in its godown. But all the farmers are not entitled for this MSP. There is a little bit quota, that is, the government of India, the FCI does not have much godowns, and only a few farmers get benefit out of this MSP. So most of the rich farmers, they were able to sell their products to FCI. And if you see this process, for example, how the MSP works. First, the government of India sets a price, that is through CSCP, Commission for Agriculture Cost and Price. It sets a price for MSP. That is, let us say for 1 year, if the MSP for rice is 1950, then FCI gives to the farmers FCI gives to the farmers 1950. The same way many farmers get 1950. But the 1950, the same price, it may be not in the market. In the market, it may be for 1800. But Government of India procures for 1950 from farmers. So there is a loss. So at the cost of loss also, the Government of India procures from farmers so that the farmers are at good position and they have a profit. So, and it also gives money to the FCI. Whatever is loss is happening, the Government of India procures from the Government of India pays to the FCI the loss amount also. In this way, it's a heavy burden for the government. At the cost of economic loss, this scheme is implemented, and this is the first distribution scheme in the whole world which is implemented. So let's say now, for example, if the Government of India procures the rice in for 1 quintal, that is 1950 from farmer, in the APMC yard, they sell for 1550. That is, if the farmer procures, if the farmer sells to the government, to the FCI, then it is for, he will get a benefit of 1950. Whereas if he's selling to APMC, then he will get only 1550. So this is the reason why MSP was established. Now, if if for example, if there is a loss and if MSP is raised every year, then there is a problem of inflammation and it will be very difficult for people to buy. So that's why the Government of India thought of getting a new plan, that is that farmers can directly sell to the market. Farmers can directly sell this to the market or any other in the whole country, and it will not have any problem. So in this way, the farmers will be able to sell in the whole country and they will get the profit. But here the private players will play a role in taking this products or food grains from the from the farmers. Here the private players, if they take, there may be a chances of 50-50 win. That is, sometimes the private players may give a good amount, sometimes they may give very less amount. So that was the main reason why the new formulas were made, so that all the small farmers get enough benefit. Now let's come for the determination of MSP, how it was determined. There was various factors were calculated for determining of MSP. That is, the cost of production, changes in input prices, trend in market prices, demand and supply, the current effect of cost of living, effect on general rice prices, and international price situation, and difference between price paid and prices received by the farmers, effect on issue prices, and implication for subsidy. So these were the main factors which contributed for determining MSP. And the government decides MSP for each year for various crops. The list of crops for now are 23. That is, 7 cereals and pulses are 5, oilseeds are 8. Totally we have 23 crops. And these are, as we can see here, paddy, wheat, barley, chora, bajra, maize and ragi. And pulses, gram, tuvar, moong, urad and lentil. Oilseeds, groundnut, rapeseed seeds, mustard, turia, soybean, sunflower, sesame, safflower seeds and niger seeds. Raw cotton, raw jute, copra is also considered. Okay, for sugarcane, we don't have MSP, that is, we have fair and numerative price. Now, what are the issues with current MSP? That is, we are the MSP for instant for few crops are very high. That is, for rice and wheat, it is very high, and even for sugar. But for other crops, it is very less. This has resulted in the production of only rice, wheat, and sugar in India. In the whole states, most of the farmers, for getting benefit or getting more incentives, MSP price, they are only growing these crops. So the soil is getting, so it is not well to be cultivating for other seasons, but still we are using, the farmers are using some pesticides and chemicals to grow more crops, which we can see in Punjab and Haryana. The chemical level has arisen in the soil to a high level, and they have left 20 crops, which is, we are not, the MSP price is less for other crops, so the farmers are not showing any interest in growing other crops for millets, such as millets and cereals and pulses and oilseeds. And the diet of the people is also not concerned, as they are growing only the rice and wheat, and the FCI is only able to procure rice and wheat, but they are not able to procure other crops. So that is also again distributed to the PDS, that is ration cards. Through ration cards, all the people are only able to get rice and wheat, not other crops. So the diet is also not well maintained in the people, among the people. And 68% of the Indian agriculture is dependent on the rains. So in the drought areas, they are able to grow only the millets and cereals. So they are not getting enough of MSP over that region. So that's all for today, friends. If you like it, please share it with your friends and subscribe. Thank you.